Good evening. Welcome to Teton High School in Driggs, Idaho, awaiting the start of this one between the Jackson Lady Broncs and the Teton Lady Timberwolves. All the action tonight brought to you by Century 21, Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates, Jackson Lumber, Jackson's original board store, Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend-driven High Country Linen Premier Rental Service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats, Wyoming Department of Transportation, keeping our highways safe, and the town square inns of Jackson Hole, including the Antler and Elk Country and Cowboy Village Resort and 49er Inn and Suites. Good evening for Jackson Hole Radio. I'm Jake Nichols alongside Marie Kane, bringing you all the sights and sounds from Teton High School. Good to have you back, Marie.
It's good to be back.
All right. Well, senior night in Teton.
Oh.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, nice long halftime.
Well, let's set the scene for you. Obviously, there is no team in bigger need of a win than these Jackson Lady Broncs. They headed into the holiday break 2-1. Things look so promising for them. And then all of a sudden, they're on a 5-game skid, and they've got to stop that tonight.
That's for sure.
Non-conference game, so Lady Broncs 0-2 in conference. They would love to be able to make that a little better, but they won't be able to do it tonight even with a win. But they can start to feel better about themselves and get a win. In fact, the last team the Lady Broncs beat was this Teton team at home a month ago.
Yep.
But it's not going to be as easy as it was a month ago. Not that it was easy, but it's going to be much tougher. Obviously, one reason is we're playing in their building tonight. It is senior night. Another reason is Teton is that much better, and we'll talk about them. I want you to keep a name in mind who we didn't see last time around. It's freshman Porter Wood at 5'11". She's legit, and she's going to be trouble. She makes Teton much better. And the third reason is we got inside intel breaking news, Marie, and it's not good as far as the Lady Broncs roster.
Yeah, Carson Breeding is actually leaving the team. So she is not playing tonight and will not play again for the Broncs. And that's a big hit. Obviously, she was their leading scorer for a long time, an aggressive player and a great ball handler. So it's a big hit for the Broncs. That ball handling is the biggest thing they're going to miss. I mean, they'll miss her 11 points a night on average. She's the leading scorer, even above Rachel Noyce. That's going to be tough to replace. Yep.
But the ball handling, this is a team that struggles bringing the ball up court safely. And Carson, you know, even with her length, the way she played, she was a sure dribbler. They're going to miss that, man. Yep, that's for sure. And she was only a sophomore, too, so she was developing. But right. Well, I mean, we wish Carson the best. She is going to move forward. You understand, she's transferring to a high school in Montana where she can better develop her volleyball game. And if you've never seen her play volleyball, that is her sport of choice. She is vicious on the volleyball court. So, you know, it's best for her future, and we wish her all the best up in Montana, but we sure are going to miss her. We talked to Coach Joyce about who's going to eat those minutes and maybe score, and I thought it would be Anna Revelle, who had a breakout game Saturday, career high 11 points, 8 boards. She looked really, really good. Yeah. I thought she'd be the new Carson, but maybe Casey Carr is what Coach Joyce said. But either way, I'll take either of them. We're going to have to get a good look at both of them. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's listen to Coach Joyce. We talked to her pregame about last week, and I hate to reminisce about 2 losses, but she talked about that Star Valley game when the girls came up just 4 points short, 35-31 the final there. Here's what Coach Joyce had to say about that game last Friday.
So, I mean, if we just make 60% of our free throws, I mean, we only lost by 4 points. It's just everything added up, you know, a little mistake here and there, and then, you know, they could compound. And then we just panicked. You know, it was you know, a big time atmosphere too. And, you know, like our kids aren't used to having a band in a crowd. And it's like, this is how high school sports are supposed to be. This is everywhere else in the country. It's like this, but we're not used to it. I mean, you could hear a pin drop at our game on Saturday. It was dead. You were there. Nothing. I mean, nobody cheering. It was like, you know, it's like people had better things to do on Saturday than come watch. You know, the boys barely even had a cheering section. That was a really great boys game.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet in Jackson Hole High School for the girls game.
It usually is on Saturday day games like that.
If the girls were a little in awe playing in, a loud energy place like Star Valley. They're going to be in for it again tonight because this is a tough place to play.
Yep.
Marie, you play the game. When you go on the road, what gets to you more as a player? Is it, the other team's crowd that's so for them and against you? Or is it being in a different building and things look different, the shooting lines and your background are different as a shooter? What gets to you, or neither or both? I don't know.
I mean, I think it kind of depends on the player. So me personally, it was the shooting lines and just kind of being in a different gym.
Yeah.
But I do know that the crowd gets to a lot of people, and I know that they don't like feeling rooted against, so that's tough for them. I didn't have too much of a problem with it when I played. It was more motivation to kind of prove them wrong. But I know some of our girls take it a little more heavy than that.
Right. And that's what I would have thought is, you as a visiting team, you feed off even the home team's energy. You say, oh, good, I'm going to prove all of them wrong. We'll see. Here's what Coach Joyce, by the way, had to say about the Green River game Saturday when the girls turned around on short rest. Put in a pretty good ball game. They hung with the Lady Wolves for a while and looked decent.
From Saturday, I thought Casey Carr, I think, is more going to play that role of Carson. So just because her athletic ability, and Anna had to play more because Rachel was in foul trouble. But yeah, Anna stepped up big in that game. If we, she single-handedly kept us in the first half. We were only down 7, and it was just because she played, lights out. She made the shots around the basket that a couple other kids just missed some easy ones, So, but their Green Rivers coach did say, he was like, man, your team is scary. We can handle a lot of stuff, but the bigs inside, if you just weren't in foul trouble, it would have been a different game in second half, and I think it would have been.
Yeah, the bigs inside are going to be key tonight. So is slowing the pace. That's what I thought was the key to the last time these two teams played and Coach Joyce was able to get the win is the Jackson girls were able to play their game and dictate tempo. Teton does not press, and it allows Jackson to fall into kind of their game where they can slow things down. What are you seeing down there, Marie, by the way?
I'm seeing Rachel kind of help her sister off of the court, looking pretty injured during warm-ups. For a second, I thought it was Rachel that was the one working, and that was really not good.
Really not good.
But it looks like Courtney Noyce having some trouble down there.
Our sharp eye spotter, color analyst, Marie Kane does not miss a trick. Well, yeah, boy, we'll have to keep an eye on the younger Noyce girl, Courtney. That might not be good news. But, yeah, I think this is a good game for Jackson, a good time to meet Teton. Is they won't see that press, and the girls have had such trouble against defensive pressure. They'll be able to play a more slow, relaxed game, and Jackson may press a little themselves and see if they can't rattle this Teton team.
Yeah, and that'll be different from the first time they met because they were not using that press yet.
Good point. They've gotten better and better at it, and here's what Coach Joyce had to say about the game plan tonight and maybe pressing Teton a little bit.
Yeah, we had one day of practice, and we worked on we kind of tightened some stuff, like you said, rebounds. So we've kind of moved some people around on our 1-3-1. We've kind of put our bigs on the side, so they'll have a better chance at backside rebounds, so to speak, that we were getting kind of beat on. So we'd made some adjustments there, and we're gonna see if that works today. And then today we are going to try. I mean, because the advantage we have going into Teton is they don't play any teams that full court press at all ever. Just Idaho doesn't do it. So that's what we're going to try to do. I mean, we're going to do the same thing, but they can shoot really well too. They're streaky. They'll shoot it from anywhere. And, sometimes they'll airball so bad and go over the rim. And other times they swish. It's crazy. They're just so inconsistent. So I don't know what we're going to get today, but I know they're going to shoot better at their place than they did at our place.
Yeah, they should shoot better. And Teton's really been improving. I watched their game against South Fremont a couple nights ago. Morgan Johnson and Grace Hogan, the two sophomores, make a great backcourt. They can get streaky hot. Tatum Strite, she's always going to be there, and Kinley Brown is their standout senior. They're always going to come to play. We'll get those starting lineups, and we'll get the opening tip-off when we come back right after these words. You're listening to Jackson Bronx Basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry. providing unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to c21jh.com to view their listings, email team@c21jh.com, or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Dawson Smith, Julie Force-Pointner, Caitlin King, or Mike Nantes. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
At High Country Linen Service, we know that first impressions begin at your front door. More than 80% of the dust, dirt, and grime in buildings is tracked in from the outside. Entry mats eliminate most of that dirt before it gets into your building. For your cleaner and safer workspace, rental mats from High Country Linen Service are a must, and we've got you covered. Clean mats every week at all high-traffic areas, front and back doors, customer counters, kitchen entries, laundered and delivered to your floors. We're committed to clean energy for clean linen. Freshly laundered and sanitized premium quality linens, towels, aprons, and uniforms. Laundered and finished with cutting-edge energy-efficient technology. Good for the planet and good for your business. High Country Linen Service, delivering dependability and premium quality since 1931. Call 733-2638, 733-2638, or stop in at High Country Linen Service on North Glenwood.
Courtney Noyce, sophomore. Bailey Chamberlain, senior. Carson Breeden, sophomore. Taisha Nabra, Rachel Noyce, senior. Gracie Hartman, junior. JC Chatham, senior. Casey Carr, sophomore. Katie Yarrow, senior. Audrey Forrest, senior. Caroline Forrest, senior. Anna Rebel, senior.
Well, here we go. Game time. You ready, Marie? Strapped in?
I'm ready.
You're not going to jump out there, are you?
You never know.
Senior night, so we're getting introduced to some of the Teton Lady Timberwolves. Seniors on this team include Tatum Strite, who I believe that's her out there now. I got to put on my glasses. The 5'8" senior. Boy, I remember her older sister, Cambry, back a couple of years ago in that all-star Teton team. They were so good. I don't know if Tatum is good as Cambry, but she's pretty good.
Yep.
Kinley Brown, I got her autograph today, by the way.
You did?
I swear, I was over here earlier testing the internet, and I was in the office, and I was just half kidding. I said, while I wait for the IT guy to show up, I could always get Kinley Brown's autograph. And the lady at the front desk got on the PA, and she said, Kinley Brown, report to the office. Kinley came and signed an autograph for me. She was so excited.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
I asked her to go easy on our girls tonight. She said she couldn't. It's senior night. She was
Fair argument.
going to bring the full game, yeah.
You got quite the student section over there.
They do, yeah. They got the band going. Student section, they're all jacked up for this one. Why not? Senior night here in Teton.
Yep.
I just think it's going to be a little bit tougher for our girls, the Jackson girls, to win like they did last time. Obviously, they're not in the same mindset. It's tough when you've lost 5 in a row. What kind of fragile emotional state are you in?
Yep.
And then you're on the road in their building, and if they were shaken in Star Valley, this isn't going to be any better. And They better learn to play on the road. We got a Saturday road game in Evanston. That's a tough place to play.
That's a long car ride.
Yeah.
But it's not quite long enough to spend the night.
Right.
So it's
right.
like Evanston is probably the most brutal place to play, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Star Valley's atmosphere is the craziest.
Yeah.
But just like overall day of playing and traveling,
Yeah.
Evanston is brutal.
Good point. Yeah, it's a long trip.
Okay, now we want to introduce the starting lineup.
Starting lineup's coming up for the Jackson Bronx. I'll be interested to see who Coach Joyce puts on the floor first. Hey, how about Bailey Chamberlain?
Yeah, looks like she's getting the start.
Not a girl. Always brings the energy. Rachel Noyce, so she can keep away from foul trouble. Should be handy. JC Chatham.
Number 32, Casey Carr.
Casey Carr, Coach Joyce said she expects her to pick up a lot of Breeding's minutes. Anna Reville, I like the fact that she's in the starting line. That's a good starting five.
Yeah, I think so too.
Both Forrest sisters parked, but I love them off the bench.
Yep.
They kind of sneak up on you. All of a sudden off the bench, they drain a couple threes. You're like, where did they come from? Lady T-Wolves, and I'm sure we'll see every senior they got. There's only two that I know of.
Yeah, it seemed like they only introduced two of them.
Okay. Grace Hogan, the sophomore, 5'7". Reese Coons. Their whole backcourt is sophomores. Coons, Johnson, and Hogan, and they're all really steady sophomores. Really a lot of poise for sophomores.
Yeah.
I mean, they can shoot. They're streaky with their shooting, but as far as their ball handling, bringing the ball up court, they're all three of their sophomores really good ball handlers.
Yep, I feel like the sophomores on all sides, like even our guys team is being kind of carried by those sophomores.
It's a sophomores world. We're just living in it.
I guess so. Yeah, the atmosphere here is definitely comparable to what I watched for that Star Valley game with the
it's pretty jacked
dark
up.
Starting lineup, the huge student section.
I've had to turn my field mic, my court mic down because it's just too loud in here. Yeah, we're going to get a jump ball here. Jackson in the road grays trimmed in black and orange, moving left to right on your video stream dial. And our Teton Lady Timberwolves in their home whites trimmed in orange and black as well. And they're moving right to left. It'll be Noyce ready to tap it with Kinley Brown. Brown's just an outstanding athlete. Nothing she doesn't do well. Defense, rebounding, shooting. It's Noyce who wins it, though, to JC Chatham, and she'll bring it up. Jackson first possession. Carr back to Chamberlain. Far side Chatham on the elbow, and now to Carr. Back over all perimeter stuff. Now inside of Reville, but it wasn't there. Knocked away by Reese Coons. Busy hands for Teton. They get their first look. Kinley Brown over to Grace Hogan. Hogan puts a move on Chamberlain, but it's hard to get away from her, isn't it?
Yeah, no, she's always on her toes. You can see her, she's bouncing at all times.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to actually connect with the floor at all. She's just levitating.
Yeah.
There's a three short by Morgan Johnson, but Teton with her own rebound. You heard Coach Joyce talk about playing a 1-3-1 zone, which would allow for better rebounding, she thought. Here's a wide open strike. She doesn't miss often, does there, but Kinley Brown with a big board.
Yeah, that I did watch that Star Valley game, and their rebounding was
good gracious.
Bad.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
No, they got beat, and here's another situation. It's like 5 looks at the basket here.
Yeah.
These Jackson girls just cannot pull down a defensive board.
Yeah, it's something you just got to do. Otherwise, they're just going to shoot until they make it.
Long three from Kinley. Again, it's Reese Coombs on the board. Stripe misses. And finally, Jackson gets the basketball. That was, I don't know, 7 shots?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, the good news is Teton's 0 for 7. The bad news is they're 0 for 7. They got 7 looks at the basket.
Yep.
6:33 to go, just underway, no score. JC Chatham with the ball. I don't know what happened on that exchange with Bailey Chamberlain. That was awkward, but Bailey tracks it down, works it over to Noyce with Kinley Brown on her. That's probably a matchup we'll see all night. Man Ahmed, Brown watching Jackson's best player and Rachel Noyce. Here's Casey Carr, puts a move on Grace Hogan, can't wiggle free. J.C. Chatham drives the lane, little scoop shot, no good though. And here comes Reese Coons the other way, the 5'8 sophomore. Works it to Strite. Teton with Casey Carr on her. Strite passes near side here to the elbow. It's Morgan Johnson, kicks it out to Grace Hogan. Hogan inside to Coons, and a beautiful little baby hook shot. Reese Coons is 5'8", played bigger there, and it's 2-0 Teton.
Yeah, she shot it over Anna, who's...
Is that who it was? Yeah. Anna's
6'1"?
Yeah, I think she's 6'1". That's what I put. That was my guesstimate, but foul here, first foul of the game, and it's on Morgan Johnson for Teton, her first, team first. Casey Carr will inbounds here in front of the scorer's table. Inbounds pass to Chamberlain on the baseline. Tries to get it to Noyce, but that was just not there. Kinley Brown was right on it and knocked it away. And I understand Jackson wants to feed Noyce, but if everybody in the building knows it's coming, and Brown did there, it's going to be difficult. Kinley puts a move on Carr. Oh, and pass to Coons, but she wasn't ready for it. Kinley, I thought, was going to go right to the hoop.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
And
if it would
Coons
have
thought so too, yeah.
would have connected, that would have been a good one.
Reese just wasn't ready for it, out of bounds. Jackson ball, they trail just 2-0.
We have Gracie Hardiman in the game.
A little bit of, thank you, good eye. A little bit of pressure here from Hogan as she challenges J.C. Chatham in the backcourt. Hardiman's double team here, but wiggles her way out, gives the ball to Anna Reville. Reville just works her way towards the basket, which I like, but now costs it up. It's Hogan working the ball down for Teton. Near side, wide open is Johnson. Her shot no good though. And J.C. Chatham with the board, and then reaching in is Strite to pick up her first, team second. Yeah, that was an open look for Strite. Jackson has to take advantage of a team that's shooting a little cool right now.
Yeah, they really got to get on that one.
I don't think you're going to see that all night from the T-Wolves. They started this game just not shooting very well. Here's J.C. Chatham. Nice pick by Casey Carr. Almost knocked Hogan over. Anna Reville with that left hand. I don't know if she's a lefty by nature, but she shoots many left-handed shots pretty well.
Yeah, she might be. Not 100% sure.
I'm going to put you on that, Marie. Find out.
I'll find out.
She's a natural lefty. She shoots a great left-handed shot. Here comes Hogan the other way. Bounce pass from Coons. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Now to Strite. And her baseline three is good. And just like that, Teton answers. Timeout, Joyce. I like that to stop the momentum a little bit. And we'll take a break with them. You're watching and listening to Bronx Basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Back to the action. Coach Joyce calling a timeout just to make sure things don't get out of hand here.
We see Teton pressing a little bit.
They are, and it's just the one man. It's just Hogan. They're just challenging one ball handler, one girl out in the front court. Everybody else falls back, but a little bit of pressure. You're right. Casey Carr lost the handle. Now she's going to wrestle with Strite. Then Hogan comes in, and it's going to be a jump ball. Where's the arrow? Always seems to be
Teton.
with the other guys.
Well, that one it was supposed to be because we got the jump ball.
Okay,
but I think that was just a Jackson thing that was happening.
That might have been. We get our first look at Porter Wood. I want you to watch this freshman. She reminds me so much of Carson Breeding. Wood is getting better and better with every game. She's 5'11". She brings the best length to this T-Wolves team.
Yep.
She plays both ends. Defense. Here's Strite with a long three. No good. Rebound Reville. Finally, Jackson gets the board. J.C. Chatham works it up against Hogan. Inside pass to Hardiman. She lost the handle. Now it's out of bounds. Jackson possession, though, last off the hands of Coons. Jackson down 5-3, 3:28 to go. This is going to be a low-scoring game. You're talking about a T-Wolves team that averages 51 points a game. That's pretty good compared to Jackson's 37, but that was before last weekend when they scored 31 and 32.
Yep.
That's not going to win you many ball games. Tatum strike. Nope. Nice no-look pass to Hogan. Now into Coons. Kicks it back out to Strite. Wide open three. Good. And you're going to have to keep a closer eye on her or these three-point shooters. It's 8-2 now, Teton.
Yeah, they're going to have to get out there and try and get a hand in the face on those ones.
You got a little bit. I mean, you heard Coach Troy. She's right. This team shoots streaky. Johnson, Hogan, Strite, Brown, they'll all shoot threes, but in streaks. Sometimes they'll look awful, and sometimes they'll start knocking them down. And when they knock them down, you better get out there and get a hand in their face. Here's Hardiman working on Coons. Nice pass to Reville inside. Her shot is blocked by Brown. But Hardiman wins the scramble for the ball, gets it to Noyce, up and in. The refs letting him play, and they seem to let him play. When I watched South Fremont and Teton the other day, a very physical game.
Yeah.
So it's 8-4 now. Jackson cuts the lead in half. Long three from Grace Hogan, and she's got it. Oh, boy, so these Lady T-Wolves spreading the wealth now. 11-4, Teton.
They seem to be on a bit of a hot streak with those threes right now.
Uh-oh. J.C. Chatham looked up for 1 second to see who she wanted to pass to and had the ball stolen away by Wood. Now a scramble for the ball, and
it was a timeout.
I think, yeah, time call by Sean Coons. The Teton coach will stay here to try to save the jump ball, which he knew was going to go Jackson's way. So a smart play there. 2:06 to go in the opening frame. It's 11-4. Teton feeding off this energy crowd that you can tell if you're watching the game. By the way, I should mention, if you're listening on KZ95.live, that's great. But you have an opportunity to also enjoy the pictures. Yeah, we have moving pictures. Kind of like 21st century stuff.
We do.
You can find that on our YouTube channel. There's links at jacksonholeradio.com, and there's obvious links at KZ95.live. If you're there already, you see the link to our YouTube channel. Get on that, and you can watch and hear everything.
We've not seen either Forrest sister just yet.
No.
With 2 minutes left in the first.
Jackson could definitely use their scoring.
Yep.
Here's Tatum Strite working on Chatham. Gets it over to Hogan here near side of the wing. Puts a move on Carr. Drives the lane. Kicks it over to Coons. Nice pass, but Coons cannot make the shot. Now a jump ball. Hardiman along with Hogan underneath. And this one will go to the Bronx way. Casey Carr will inbounds. And Teton does fall back. No pressure, but Grace Hogan might come out here, give a little token action to JC. See if she can cause a bobble, but Chatham across the timeline. JC now cross-court pass to Carr. Casey, I thought she took steps, but no, now to Hardiman.
Kind of looked like it, though.
Yeah. Gracie with Coons on her. Hardiman tries the lane, and guess who was there? Porter Wood. She's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
One of the few girls that can match up with Jackson's bigs, and she just blocked that straight up. And here's Porter with a three. That's short. Rebound, Kinley Brown, and she stepped out of bounds. 11-4 with 1:08 to go. Jackson would love to end this first period on a little bit of a high note because this is the team that's confidence is down, kind of running on empty. Chatham with a behind-the-back dribble, showing Gracie Hogan all she's got. Now delivers to Anna Reville. She goes right to the rack over Tatum Strite, but Tatum got a piece. Hardiman the rebound. Shot won't go, or rather Noyce, sorry, but it wouldn't go. Now Tatum Strite throws the ball away. I don't know who she was intending to pass for, perhaps Porter Wood, but it's out of bounds. Jackson ball, 50 seconds, so a furious 10 seconds for nothing, and Casey Carr will try again here from the far side inbounds.
Yep.
She'll trigger into Reville. Anna with Porter Wood right on her back pocket. Reville Drives the paint, trips over somebody. Who is it? The ref's going to point out the guilty party. It's going to be Porter Wood. Her first, team third. Nobody in the bonus yet. And Casey Carr will inbounds.
The Bronx seem to be having some issues with the man defense that the Timberwolves are playing.
Yeah. Reville now ties up with Grace Zog, seeing her first action, and possession arrow will favor the home team.
A lot of jump balls already.
Yeah. And that's an indication of two teams that are scrappy. I mean, both these teams will mix it up. They can be physical, and the refs, from what I've seen here in Idaho, like to see that kind of physical play. They'll let them go to a degree.
Yeah, it's a change from the Wyoming refs.
Yes, true. Inside, boy, that Coons ran out of real estate, but was able to save herself. Long three from Brown. Uh-oh, that's the last thing you need is Kinley getting hot. It's 14-4. Last possession here. JC knows she's got to hurry it up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, counting. Hardiman, she's got to do something here. Inside to Noyce, and they never do get a shot off. So after one, Jackson trail by 10. It's 14-4. We'll be back with the start of the second. Listen to Bronx basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
At the Rocky Mountain Yeti Jackson Hole Base Camp, they have new vehicles fit for every adventure. They have new Ford, Ram, and Jeep vehicles right now, including a wide selection of upfitted trucks. Come meet the friendly team of experts that will awaken and ignite your adventurous spirit and get you back on the road in no time. Let them help you get back to adventure at the Rocky Mountain Yeti Jackson Hole Base Camp today.
Let's get back to the live action on KZ95. Here's Jake Nichols.
Jake Nichols alongside Marie Kane bring you the action from just across the hill. If you're listening back in the other Teton County, it's the Battle of the Tetons Part 2. Jackson won the first one in Jackson going back in December. But we knew it'd be a different kind of ball game tonight without Carson Breeding. If you missed us earlier, Breeding has moved on, transferred to a school in Montana in order to play more volleyball. Jackson going to miss her. And then Teton celebrating senior night here in their building. They are hunting bear tonight for Jackson. Here's J.C. Chatham, gets a nice pick from Carr, but she's picked up immediately there by Morgan Johnson. Hardiman with the ball now, bounce pass into Noyce, kicks it back out to Chatham. J.C. to Hardiman. Gracie will drive the lane, has a little bit of room, and then runs out, runs into a double team. To Carr, back to Chatham, top of the key, inside to Anna Reville. Backs Porter into the lane, and then can't get that shot to fall. Good job by I love the way Anna Reville does that.
Yeah. She definitely knows what she's doing under the basket in that post position.
She sticks her butt out, gives herself a little room, pushes that defender back into the rack. That was Anna Reville missed, Chatham missed, Noyce missed, and JC with another rebound. So the board's getting a little better.
Yeah, on offense.
But the shooting isn't
quite as much on defense.
Right. Good series there of offensive rebounding, but no shot. Jackson dialing up a little pressure here. We'll see how they handle it. Kinley Brown works it to Grace Zog. Grace will try a 15-footer, short. Rebound Coons. Coons back out to Kinley Brown, who's hot. No. Off the back of the iron, but another offensive board.
Yep.
As Porter Wood works it. Oh, now stolen away by Casey Carr. Got Kinley Brown on her. She's got busy hands and a little too busy that time. Kinley's going to get whistled.
Yep.
On the reach in, Grace Hogan is going to check back in along with Tatum Strite for the T-Wolves.
We could see that again where the defensive rebounds are just not quite there for Jackson.
Yeah. That's been the one consistent part of Jackson's game. Last year, they were a very good rebounding team. And you would think with Noyce, the addition of Noyce, they'd be even better. But in the early going, I don't know. Rachel misses a lay-in there. Teton's Tatum Strite and her are all kinds of tangled up under the basket, and a jump ball going to favor Teton.
Yeah, we'll see that full court pressure again from Jackson. Luckily, Anna got a hand in that one because it was 3-on-1 down there.
Ball out of bounds. It'll be Jackson possession. It's 14-4, 10-point lead with 6:40 to go in the first. Casey Carr will trigger in here. So, you've survived the first 8 minutes in a hostile building. Are you settling into your game now, Marie? What do you think?
I mean, I would think so. But I'm not 100% sure because I don't know how flustered they are.
Yeah. Oh. Collision down low between Porter Wood, the freshman, and Rachel Noyce, the senior, and they both look no worse for the wear, but the ball out of bounds. Another turnover for Jackson. 6:29 to go in the half. Still a 10-point game, and it's Teton ball. Carr will apply a little bit of heat here, but I don't know if Jackson can full court press for much of the game. They got a little bit of a thin bench. Oh, Porter Wood wide open underneath, and she converts.
We have both of the Forrest sisters in now.
That was too easy. Caroline and Audrey Forrest now in for Jackson. And Audrey throws that one away. And here comes Teton the other way. Tatum strike working on Caroline Forrest. Now to a wide open Hogan. 2 open. Her shot, good. Grace Hogan, the 5'7" sophomore.
Yeah, they've definitely been struggling trying to get those shots covered.
Those last 2 trips down, too easy. Porter Wood wide open underneath, and then Grace Hogan 2 open for the 3. Here's Caroline Forrest.
That's Audrey, and then this one's Caroline.
Sorry, Audrey. It's Forrest.
I mean, if you're going to get too confused,
girl.
those are the 2 to get confused.
Yeah. Okay, Caroline's got the Black Sox. I got it now. Audrey, she drives it on Hogan and gets knocked over. Porter Wood offers to help her up, and Forrest says no thanks. And it'll be Wood on the harm, I think. Yes, her second.
It was definitely an interesting place to foul on that one because that ball was going right into the Timberwolves' hands, basically.
Yeah, no need to foul if you're Teton. That's Audrey with a good look underneath, but can't convert. Rebound almost in the hands of Noyce. Now rolls out of bounds, and that's off Kinley Brown. I thought no.
They're gonna. I think she might have thrown it off of Audrey, possibly.
Teton ball. They lead by 15, 19-4. So worst case scenario right now being realized is Jackson sluggish start off the bus, and this red hot home team feeling it on senior night. That's an over and back violation. Yep. Jackson ball. 5:07 to go in the half. Jackson down 15. If they can just settle down, tune out the crowd, and get into their game, it's their kind of pace if they want. They're not feeling a lot of pressure. They could just look for those shots patiently. Hardiman to J.C. Chatham. Inside to Noyce. That's what they want to do, but she's double teamed immediately. Rachel gets that shot up. Now that's what Jackson needs a whole lot of right there.
Yep, and they'll call a foul too, which will send Rachel to the line.
I like that.
She's a 63% free throw shooter.
Just under 5 to go. It's 19-6. Rachel can cut that to 12 if she converts here. Noyce eyes it, fires it, can't get it. Rebound though, Hardiman. And now the ball taken away momentarily. Scrambled, Noyce has it. And a tie up with Kinley Brown, and that should favor the Lady Bronx. It will. And a timeout. Coach Joyce, no, she's just yelling some info to her players. I think she's saying, somebody score. Oh, she is calling.
Hopefully.
She's calling a timeout, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a half full.
Okay, we'll go then. You're listening and watching to Bronx Basketball on the home of the Bronx, Jackson Hole Radio.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, providing unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to c21jh.com to view their listings, email team@c21jh.com, or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Dawson Smith, Julie Force Pointner, Caitlin King, or Mike Nantes. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
This is KZ95 with live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
Back to the action. Lady Bronx send out JC Chatham, Gracie Hardiman, Rachel Noyes, and Caroline and Audrey Forrest all on the floor. Jackson needs some baskets, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you see the importance of the 3-ball in the game today, and when you watch opponents, just nice little play in there to Rachel Noyes. I didn't catch who made that pass, but Rachel converted.
Wasn't quite sure either. Might have been either JC or Audrey, one of those two.
19-8.
Oh.
There's Grace Hogan on the drive, but she just can't get that layup to go, and a Jackson rebound. So
looked like it was going in.
Wide open Audrey, and she's too far underneath and tried to save herself with the ball off the back of the backboard, out of bounds. And now Porter Wood checks out. Reese Kuntz back in for Teton. It's a 19-8 game, cut to 11. And here comes Grace Hogan bringing it up. Just real poise out of this sophomore. Her and Morgan Johnson, I think those two guards, both sophomores, are just... There's a steal by J.C. Chatham up to Caroline Forrest. Caroline will wait for her mates to join her. Now gets it to J.C.
Yeah, they'll slow it down a little.
Audrey with an open look. Just off the back of the iron, no good. And Gracie Hogan with a rebound for Teton. Hogan met by J.C. Chatham.
Yeah, if Audrey gets hot on those shots, that might be a good
help.
thing, even though I know it's not quite what Joyce wants.
Knocked out of bounds. Good defense there. They're trying to find Brown. And good defense there by Noyce, although that makes Coach Joyce nervous when you're that far from the basket and the fouls that Rachel tends to pick up.
Yep.
That was unnecessary reach in, but it worked that time. She just slapped it out of bounds. There's a long three, no good from Johnson. Rebound strike, that doesn't work. And Gracie Hardiman rips that rebound right out of her hands. And the crowd kind of oohing and on at Gracie's aggressiveness, but that cowgirl is not going to miss many jump balls. Is she going to rip it out of somebody? And Gracie converts there, so Hardiman's starting to get mad. I like it.
Yeah, we definitely need some energy against what the Teton energy that's here.
19-10, the two sophomore guards play pitch and catch. Kinley Brown with a 15-footer, no good. Noyce with a board. And Jackson with a little pushback here. Trailing by 9, they can cut it to 7. Very patiently, Caroline brings it up, barks out the play.
She's really good at that, just slowly coming across the court. I feel like everyone else kind of is a little quicker, but she really takes the slow game into account.
Tie up there as Tatum Strite reaches in, holds the ball as Audrey heading out. Strite's going to get rung up here. I thought it was a jump ball. It'll send Audrey to the line now as Teton at the 7th foul.
Audrey's a 60% free throw shooter.
Thank you.
Line.
Tatum Strite, by the way, her 2nd foul. And I think she's already checked out. She has. Coach Sean Coons is tapping her on the knee saying, come on, pick up your game. Forrest converts that one, and it's 19-11. So we got an 8-point game. One thing these Jackson girls have done is they don't get down on themselves. They compete right to the end.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they've, in a sense, been trained like that with the years of
years of losing. Yeah.
Yep.
They don't get discouraged, by being down, especially a lot of they keep playing, and they're down only 7 here.
I think it is worse than it was like them getting down in the earlier years, just because of all these girls now playing varsity and the atmosphere being against you. I think that definitely gets in their heads a little bit. I mean, I can barely hear myself talking with the student section.
Yeah, they're loud. Nice inbounds to Kinley. Looked like a set play, and Brown just made it look easy as Audrey was too late getting there. And it's 21-12. 2:20 to go in the second. Audrey Forrest to her sister Caroline, picked up there by Morgan that's Hogan. Those two are tough to tell apart. They both have numbers that end in 2. Out of bounds.
That was a good little move by Audrey to kind of box out her girl in a sense to make sure that the ball was off on Teton.
Yeah. Right, she wouldn't let Teton chase it down. Now Audrey will inbounds here, looking. Anybody open? Nobody except JC. Now Chatham.
Caroline was open at
Caroline
the top of the key.
was open, top of the key. Now she finally gets it, but too late. Hogan comes out to meet her. JC puts a move on Morgan Johnson runs out of room, saved it to Noyce. No, she didn't. Stepped out of bounds. 1:57 left, 21-12 Teton. They've been in command all the way, but Jackson just showing some life here. Would love to go into the halftime feeling a little better about things if they could.
Yeah, we got a bit of a reverse score going on with 21-12.
Oh. Good.
But not impossible to come back
numerology
from.
Or something. JC Chatham is out and Casey Carr back in. And that's Grace Hogan driving the lane, but she picks up the harm from who? Audrey, maybe? No, Caroline.
Caroline.
Her first. Only the second foul on Jackson, so we're not seeing the home cooking as far as the Zebras go. Caroline comes over to get some advice from Coach Joyce as Hogan shoots her shots, converts the first. Sorry, that is Grace Hogan. We don't have numbers or stats on these Lady T-Wolves. Searched it hard as I could. That one missed. Good rebound by Casey Carr. Gets it to Audrey Forrest. Forrest inside to Noyce. Gets double teamed. Never got a shot off. And that's because Kinley Brown, I got a big chunk of Rachel's arm. I think it's Kinley. No. I'm going to say Morgan Johnson. Her third already.
And that'll send Rachel back to the line. She's 0-1 from the line tonight.
Yep. Joyce talked about that being a big reason for the loss in Star Valley is they just didn't go to the line enough in the fourth quarter, and when they did, they didn't convert.
Yeah.
Noyce missed that 1-and-1, and the rebound was a tie-up, which will go to Teton. They can't figure out who's going to inbounds. It'll be Brown triggering in. Full court pressure dialed up by Coach Joyce. Wants to ratchet it up here with a final 97 seconds left in the half.
The Timberwolves have been doing a pretty good job of breaking the press.
Yeah. But that one thrown away. That time it worked. Yeah, Kinley Brown is their best ball handler. She can dribble out if she will, but either Morgan Johnson or Grace Hogan for sophomore is pretty good at dribbling their way out of the press. They're not too rattled, but they were there. Inbounds pass. It missed Hardiman's hands, but Caroline was there to pick it up. Cross court to Audrey. Look out.
That was a pretty
Zog
slick
looking
move.
for. Yeah. Caroline shot up and in. She got a friendly roll. It's 22-14 with 1:20 left. Pressure here, but broken easily by Grace Hogan.
Caroline's first points of the game.
All right, Caroline on the score sheet. Brown watched by Noyce. Oh, nice move to get right by her. As she there's Hardiman with the rebound though. Kinley could not finish, even though she walked right around Noyce with a nice slick move. She missed the shot. Now under a minute to go. Audrey Forrest hounded by Zog, now bumps into Strite, and Tatum is going to pick up the 8th foul on the night for Teton, and her third. So foul trouble, and that's got Coach Sean Coons looking at his bench and getting Kaya Richardson into the game. Her first action. She'll replace Strite.
Yeah, this will send Audrey to the line. She's 2-2 on the night from the free throw line.
Coach Sean Coons going to have to patrol that bench, see who can get off of there, because his girl's in a little trouble. First shot missed here, and the rebound Coons. Her pass, though, to Strite, to Zog, and it's going to be one of the Forest girls. Caroline picked up the bump.
Yep.
They reach in, her second already, but only the team fourth. Anna Reville's going to check in for Caroline Forrest. 53 seconds to go in the half. It's an 8-point lead for Teton. They have the ball. Kai Richardson, the junior, will trigger in to Grace Hogan, the sophomore. She'll bring it across the timeline. Anna Reville will pick her up to Richardson. Richardson, nice slick move on Carr. Walks right around her, but her shot won't go. But she got help.
They'll call a foul on that one.
Gracie
Looks like
underneath.
that one will be on Audrey.
Okay. Send Kaya Richardson to the line.
Looks like that's Audrey's second.
Ooh, all right. 40 seconds to go. We'll see how Kaya does at the line. Her first is in.
Bailey coming in for Audrey.
Chamberlain replacing Audrey for us. Trying to make sure defensive things are taken care of, at least in the final 40 ticks of the half. Richardson's second, up and no good. Out of bounds, and Jackson ball. 23-14, Lady Bronx trail. Inbounds, Bailey pushes Carr away, says, no, I'm going to inbounds to you. But little pressure here from Teton as they realize that ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Hogan, but it'll still retain Jackson possession. Casey inbounds right in front of her own bench. And pressure here. We'll see how Jackson handles it to Hardiman. Back to Casey Carr. It's going to be up to her to carry it over the line. She does. Casey, a little out of control there, but the reach in on Hogan. And that's going to be Hogan's third her first. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry, Grace. It's only your first. 31 and a half seconds. 23-14 to the line.
Casey's a 67% free throw shooter.
I like the sound of that. Double bonus now. She'll get 2, but she misses the first. 31 and a half to go. Jackson down 23-14. Carr statistically should have this, but that rally section there really making life difficult.
Yeah,
good board by Noyce.
Loud.
Noyce up over Brown, and it's in. Rachel, that was a strong move over the top of Kinley Brown, 23-16. Pressure here from Jackson. Almost rattled Hogan, but Grace, now it's off her foot, I believe. That's going Jackson way. That's off of Hogan's foot, and good pressure is starting to bother both teams here.
Yeah.
Timeout as Coach Joyce is going to really X's and O's this final 15 seconds. We'll stay here as she talks about what they're going to do. What do you do if you're Coach Noyce? You're down. You've cut into a double-digit lead. You're down only now 7, and you're playing last possession. Who do you want to take the shot, and how do you do it?
You know, I would say statistics-wise, you want Rachel to take the shot, but logistics-wise, I would say you give it to one of the Forrest sisters and have them shoot the 3.
Yeah, I like that. 3 is bigger than 2. Even a math challenge guy like me knows that. 3 is bigger than 2.
Yep, because I think there's probably a higher probability if Rachel, makes it, then she could go to the line. But I think time-wise, they don't have much time, especially having to come down the court.
First, you got to beat this press, and Teton doesn't do much of it, and they're doing it tonight. And don't think that's because they don't know Jackson struggles with it.
It'll be interesting to see what they do because we have neither of the Forrest sisters in.
Okay.
So I'm sure that they'll probably feed it to Noyce.
Really nobody to shoot the 3 except for maybe Casey. Hardiman, first things first, you got to get it across the timeline, and they can't even get it inbounds here as Zog reaches in and knocks it away. That'll chew up. I don't know if that took any time off, not much. 13.9 seconds. Jackson will try it again. Casey Carr. Jackson's got a little play developed here. We'll see how they break out of the huddle. And it's J.C. Chatham is who they want the ball in the hands of. J.C. across the line. Hogan watching her every step of the way. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Anna Revelle, she's got time to Bailey. Chamberlain into Noyce. You were right. Oh, my. It's like Marie Kane drew it up, and a good way to end the half.
Yep.
After 2 quarters of play.
Not bad of a score. It's definitely
doable.
Yep, that's the word I was looking for.
After a half, it's Teton 23, Jackson 18. We'll be back with a halftime show. Take a look at some stats. I think after these words, you're listening to Washington Jackson Bronx basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
Jackson Lumber, the board store. Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
At High Country Linen's Paper and Cleaning Supply Outlet, We've got you covered. We have cleaning supplies for all your needs, like Bona hardwood floor cleaner, brooms and mops, dusters and buffers, Swiffers and brushes, scrubbers and squeegees for every job. Murphy Oil, Orange Oil, and Pledge for your home or office. Products from the Clean Environment Company, Envirox, and bathroom cleaners from the Natural House for the safe environmental solution. For dishwashers to laundry, Cascade and Jet Dry, Dawn and Joy, Tide, Arm & Hammer, Shout, Clorox, and Bounce. And get the window cleaning tools the pros use. Spray bottles, extended washers, buckets, and squeegees for the cleanest windows. Browse products at highcountrylinen.com or call 739-1311. 739-1311, or drop in at High Country Linen's Paper and Cleaning Supply Outlet, 335 North Glenwood Street, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and don't forget, we deliver.
Here's your voice of the Jackson Bronx, Jake Nichols on KZ95.
Oops, nobody would know this, but I didn't mean to play that sounder coming back. I'm supposed to play the halftime groove, you know, just for consistency, Marie.
Yep.
You would have noticed, because you have the sharp eye. You also have the coaching ability, apparently. You dialed up that last play. You diagrammed it perfectly.
Yes, I did.
And we might need you to get down there and actually make some shots, too. There's nothing that Marie Kane can't do. Our Cutler analyst, she'll take a look at the stats at the half. Jackson, they got to feel fortunate at this point to be down just, how many is that? 5? 5.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, as kind of as lethargic as the offense looked early and the rebounding, they did find some life in the second and showing like they can hang in there. Yeah, let's look at the stats first. How are these Lady Bronx shooting it?
I mean, the standout player right now will be Rachel Noyce. She has 10 points and 4 rebounds. And then behind her, everyone else that has scored has 2. So we have Anna Revel with 2 and 1 rebound. Gracie Hardiman with 2 and 3 rebounds. And then both of the Flores sisters with 2. Both of Audrey's come from the line.
Okay. What's encouraging then is Rachel Noyce does not have a foul that I'm aware of. That's always a bright sign. And as much as I know Coach Joyce wants to pound it inside her, Rachel, she's at least able to keep Rachel on the floor. That's a bonus. And I don't know that Teton has an answer other than Porter Wood. She's got a couple of fouls. And maybe Kinley Brown, she's got a couple of fouls. So maybe that's the game plan is, even if we don't get the points right away, feed Noyce, foul out some of these Teton girls, and then you can really make a run in the fourth. Maybe.
Yeah. And I think also we haven't really seen Rachel get hot in the first half yet. Like in any other games besides this one.
Yeah.
So she usually stands out in the second half, so it'll be interesting coming
she's got
out.
10 now.
She's got 10 now.
What's she going to do in the second half? Another 20?
Maybe.
We'll
see what happens when they get down there, because she starts fouling. That'll be an issue, but I think if they keep feeding her without making it sloppy, I think that's their biggest issue right now is, or at least for during the first quarter, they were feeding her, but they were forcing it too much, and so then it was just getting turned over instead of actually getting where it needed to go. And I think also if they get it down there to either her or Anna, they'll be able to put it up pretty well. Same with Gracie. She's tough down there. She just doesn't have as much height on her side.
You're right, and not that the Forrest sisters lit it up, but it wasn't until they came into the game that Noyce started to become more open underneath, and it wasn't so forced getting her the ball. So they may make a little bit of a difference. At least they're in the mind of defenders that, hey, Audrey or Caroline could let it go from the perimeter.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think they definitely just intimidate the defense, if anything, because when Audrey comes in there, you can't double team under the basket because then she's open on the three-point line, and that's not what they want.
Yeah. So, and another encouraging thing is these Lady Bronx, for, as many losses they're on now, a 5-game losing streak, they do show up in the second halves. They make adjustments, and they play to the end. So this one far from over. When we come back, I'll put you on the spot, Marie Kane, because since you're obviously inside the brain of Coach Andrea Joyce, I'm going to have you go inside the locker room, and you're going to tell me exactly what she's asking of the kids to come out in the second half. All right, we'll do it. We'll come right back with more on the halftime show. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
At High Country Linen's Paper and Cleaning Supply Outlet, we've got you covered. We have cleaning supplies for all your needs, like Bona hardwood floor cleaner, brooms and mops, dusters and buffers, Swiffers and brushes, scrubbers and squeegees for every job, Murphy oil, orange oil, and Pledge for your home or office, products from the Clean Environment Company, Envirox, and bathroom cleaners from the Natural House for the safe environmental solution. For dishwashers to laundry, Cascade and Jet Dry, Dawn and Joy, Tide, Arm & Hammer, Shout, Clorox, and Bounce. And get the window cleaning tools the pros use. Spray bottles, extended washers, buckets, and squeegees for the cleanest windows. Browse products at highcountrylinen.com or call 739-1311, 739-1311, or drop in at High Country Linen's Paper and Cleaning Supply Outlet, 335 North Glenwood Street, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and don't forget, we deliver.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, providing unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to c21jh.com to view their listings, email team@c21jh.com, or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Dawson Smith, Julie Force Pointner, Caitlin King, or Mike Nantes. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
Back at the half here at Teton High School, where the Lady Bronx trail the Lady T-Wolves 23-18. So in the locker room, I noticed these Lady Bronx were out back on the floor very early, much earlier than Teton came out. So whatever Coach Joyce said, it was short and sweet.
Yeah.
What did she say, Marie?
Well, if I was Coach Joyce, the number one thing that I would kind of get on my girls about would be the rebounding. They are not great at it, especially in this game. I would definitely, maybe stand up, do a demo of how to box out. They don't seem to be doing that very much. So that would be my...
show them, this is how.
Yes, exactly. I would definitely say that you need to get some rebounds. And then also, I would say that the plan going into the second half would be to feed Anna and Rachel down low. And then if you get them the ball if they're open, and then they turn around, take the shot, and if they get fouled, you can foul out those girls we were talking about earlier, or send them both to the line. I did see Anna practicing some free throws when they came back out here.
Oh, yes.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the game plan kind of stays the same with the idea of getting some fouls out.
As much as these referees here in Idaho seem to really put the whistles in their pockets, they whistled a lot of fouls on the hometown team. So that could be one recipe for success if you're the Lady Bronx. Try to pound it down low and make this team foul you, else Noyce just puts up an easy one or Reville puts up an easy one. So, I like the game plan. I love it. Here we go, ready to start the second half. We'll switch sides with the Lady Bronx still in their road grays, trimmed in black and orange. Teton in their home whites, trimmed in black and orange. Or maroon, or whatever that is.
It's maroon, yeah.
Sorry, math challenge, color challenged, and the voice not there either. Why do they even keep me around? Jackson will start with a basketball. J.C. Chatham will trigger in at half court. Fresh 8 on the board, and Jackson down just 5. It had been double digits. Here's Casey Carr, starting 5 out on the floor again for Jackson. Top of the key, JC has a wide open look. She'll take it. Just rattled in and out. But look at Bailey Chamberlain, all of 4'1" or 3'7". Every time I As Reville backs Coons into the lane and now never got a shot off her hands.
See, so there's where Vanna could have gone up with it. She probably would have pulled a foul. But remains Jackson ball anyway.
Chamberlain inbounds pass intended for Noyce, never got there. It was tipped by Johnson, but they're giving the ball to Jackson, or rather to Teton. So inbounds pass coming from Morgan Johnson. Full court pressure here from Jackson, but again, it's broken easily. Tatum straight to a wide open Coons underneath, up and in. And boy, that'll really discourage you from full court pressure when you just pass bing, 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 and somebody's wide open underneath. 25-18 now Teton. J.C. Chatham working on Hogan. To Carr, got straight on her. Over to Bailey Chamberlain, thought about it for a second, but she's picked up quickly by Johnson. Chamberlain picks up her dribble, now to Carr. Top of the key, over to J.C. She'll try inside a Noyce, and that has not been there. 2 attempts now in the second half, and Teton also making adjustments. Coach Sean Coons obviously has told his girls, do not let number 15 have the ball inside.
But they did foul her, so it remains Jackson ball.
Okay.
So
I like that.
You know.
It's on Coons for first. Oh, pass for Chamberlain, got away from her, and here comes Morgan Johnson, the sophomore, the other way. Bailey right on her. Now out to Kinley Brown with matched up on Rachel Noyce. Kinley just goes right to the rack, and good job by Noyce not to pick up a foul. Loose ball, Jackson ball, and now a tie-up. It's going to be Carr and Johnson at the bottom of the pile.
It'll be a Teton ball on that one.
That can't be. It is.
But they're switching the arrows, so that's all that matters.
You did notice that. I'm glad. Hogan will inbounds, looking for someone, and that someone's going to be Johnson. Way out here, and Bailey, as she turned around, had a steal, but she didn't see it. Now a baseline 3 from Grace Hogan, and she buries it.
Bronx are in a sort of 2-3 zone down there, which with them shooting that corner 3 ball,
they might have to come out of that.
Ideal.
28-18, back to a 10-point lead for Teton. Carr working on strike. Casey drives the lane, picked up a double team and gives it to Anna. Reville inside, lost the handle. J.C. Chatham tries to help her out, but she cannot. Ball goes to Teton. Kinley Brown got one man to beat. It's Noyce up and in. Oh, boy. 6 minutes, it's 30-18. Teton's comes out screaming here in the second half, and Coach Joyce doesn't like it. She'll take a timeout. We'll go too. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Well, not the start to the second half. The Lady Bronx wanted. We're just 2 minutes in. I don't believe Jackson has scored, and Teton's come out looking hot.
Yep, Jackson has not scored quite yet. We do have Audrey coming into the game, which might help that if she can get on a hot streak. That would be good for Lady Bronx.
We've noticed how it tends to loosen things up just a little, as it doesn't allow Teton to sag down low and just double up Noyce with Brown. And Wood has not played yet in the second half. She plays good defense. I'm surprised we're not seeing more of her matched up on Noyce, but
she might be in a bit of foul trouble, if I remember correctly.
Chatham brings the ball up for Jackson along with Carr. Now she hands off to Bailey Chamberlain, who takes steps as she kind of ran into some tough defense there from Hogan, and Bailey just took too many steps. Teton ball. It's more Grace Hogan, the sophomore, over to Kinley Brown with Noyce on her. Noyce has done a good job kind of eliminating Kinley. Kinley had that 1-3, but otherwise she's been kind of quiet on offense. Strike over to Kinley Brown. She'll try one over the top of Noyce, and just as I say it, bam, Kinley right over the top of Rachel, who's trying to be so careful about foul trouble. She's not playing a real aggressive defense.
Which may not be a horrible thing if she can make up with it in the shots.
Yeah. Yes, if you can trade buckets with Brown. There's Bailey. I like the look she had and just missed. Rebound, Johnson. Here comes Morgan working on Bailey Chamberlain. Over to Tatum Strite with Casey Carr on her. Strite going to drive the lane. She got open for a moment, but good job by Audrey Forrest to help out.
Yep.
And Strite just backed right out of it. Here's Kinley Brown trying to move on Noyce. Didn't work, but here's a three. That's good from Morgan Johnson. And Teton has suddenly found their eye from distance.
Yep, that's going to be an issue if Jackson doesn't have an answer.
This team is streaky shooting, and right now they're shooting well. Here's Casey Carr. Got away for a moment. Her shot no good. Rebound is two Jackson girls fought over it, JC and Noyce, and neither one came up with it.
Yep.
Chatham and Noyce both bumped into each other and out of bounds. It's Teton ball. Yikes. 4:25 to go in the third. It's been all T-Wolves so far. Here's a little pressure here from Jackson, but working her way right out of it is Hogan to Strite. Top of the key, wide open Johnson, and bam! Suddenly all of these Lady T-Wolves are feeling it from beyond the arc.
Yep. They're going to need an answer.
An answer from Audrey goes in and out. Noyce with a rebound. Hardiman will try a 15-footer. That's good, and there's the answer. First points of the half for Jackson, and it's Rachel Hardiman. Or it's Gracie Hardiman. Yep. 3:51 to go. Teton ball. Wide open Coons underneath, and Forrest got her money's worth on that foul as Audrey comes over and hammers Coons and sends her to the line.
They'll call Rachel on that one.
Oh, wow. It could have been either one of them. They both got a good chunk of Reese Coons, the 5'8" sophomore.
Asking the ref. She walked up. She's like, "Is that on me?"
Are you sure it's
and
not
she was
me?
like, "Oh."
Actually, that's a good teamsmanship from Audrey. She knows Rachel could ill afford to get into trouble. She said, "I'll take that one if you want."
Yeah, I don't know. Those, I mean, I feel like Rachel taking her first might be better than Audrey taking her third.
Sick. Oh, boy. Coons converts both, and it's a 20-point game, biggest lead of the night for Teton. Audrey brings it across the line. Gets a pick from Hardiman. She goes right down Broadway and can't get it to go, though. Thought she was going to get a roll. Noyce with the rebound, and she is harmed by, I believe, Morgan Johnson, but I'm lousy at identifying the foulers. We're going to call Brown on it. Kinley picks up her second, and Chatham will inbounds. JC looking, finds Noyce inside, poked away, and it goes right into the hands of Tatum Strite. I'm not sure who got a hand on it, but Teton ball.
Oh, that was a good
it's Hogan.
Teton, but there's a fast turnover by them.
Yeah, Hogan looking for Morgan Johnson. That never connected, right out of bounds. Jackson ball. Chatham inbounds to Audrey Forrest. She's picked up by Morgan Johnson here at half court. Morgan watching her. Audrey thought about Chatham, but better not, because Grace Hogan was ready to steal. Here's Chatham, hands off to Audrey. Had a look for a moment. Inside, beautiful pass to JC on the back door, but JC could not convert the rest of it.
I would like to see Jackson do more of pick and rolls and backdoor cuts. I think that would help him out quite a bit.
Good point. And when they do it, they seem to be really good at it. And you're like, wow, that was electric. Why don't they do that all the time? There's Coons.
Rachel or pick up her second on that one.
Reese Coons underneath. Rachel had to. There was too good of a look for Coons. But she's been good from the line. I think she's 2 for 2 already.
And then all of a sudden, coming out here, Rachel's got 2 fouls.
Yep.
Which isn't a huge deal.
Reese Coons, and boy, she's been automatic. It's 41-20. Here comes Porter Wood for Tatum Strite, so expect things to get even more difficult underneath. Porter's good defender listed at 5'11". Coons second, short, rebound Carr. Casey over to JC, and Chatham brings it up against Hogan. Works near side to Audrey Forrest. Audrey, near side now to JC Chatham. Puts a move on Hogan, drives the lane, picks up a triple team. Kinley Brown came over to help, so did Coons. And JC Chatham just couldn't get it to go with that much traffic. And now it's Teton ball. Inside pass to Kuhn. She's wide open. Too easy.
Yep.
I think it was Hardiman's mark, but she lost track of Kuhn's. And
yeah, she was fighting for a jump ball a bit on this side, so she was a little slow to get it back on defense.
Right. And that ball goes off the ref. How are you going to call that, ref? He gives it to Teton, or rather Jackson. Anna will check in for Gracie Hardiman. 2:09 to go in the third, and the third has belonged to Teton on senior night. It's been all Lady T-Wolves. Timeout here. We'll go to. You're listening and watching Jackson Bronx basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Back to the action, and yeah, these Jackson girls just not a team that can get back into the games like the boys can. The boys have three-point shooters. The girls play a slow, methodical game, and they're just not going to rip off, 20 points in a quarter.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, their best option is to try and get it to Rachel under the basket, but you can't make up points too easily with that, especially when Rachel's 0 for 2 from the line.
Yep, it just takes time. This team doesn't score in bunches, this Jackson team, and Teton came out in the third just feeling it from three and has pulled this to a 23-point game. Forrest to J.C. Chatham. Open look over Hogan. Rattles in and out, but Noyce with the board. She tries to get one up over Porter Wood and does. Good job as Rachel Noyce was double-teamed. It was Wood and Johnson there, I believe. And
Rachel pulled down that offensive
bucket.
board, and she's got 6 offensive boards.
Nice. They
1
need that.
defensive, but 6 offensive. That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Morgan Johnson missed the 3 there. Battle for the rebound was a jump ball, and that'll go to Jackson. Flips the arrow, and Jackson down 21 with the basketball. J.C. Chatham working on Hogan. Seen a lot of her. Gracie takes a poke at it, but J.C. recovers. Good pick from Noyce. Now a double team. J.C. out of it. Reville had the right idea to move it quickly to Noyce, but it wasn't quick enough, and there was a Teton hand in there, and the turnover. A good idea. J.C. Chatham beat her double team, found Anna, who quickly figured, well, somebody's open just by sheer numbers. And
it just wasn't Rachel. I don't think they're going to leave her open.
You're right.
I had to take a guess.
That somebody was not Rachel.
She was double teamed, as a matter of fact.
Wishful thinking, but it wasn't her. And here's Hogan taking her time now. Big lead, and Teton in no hurry. Kinley, lost the ball up over her shoulder. Found it and found Porter Wood. Long 3 from Hogan, too short. Coons has a rebound, kicks it back out to Hogan. We'll get another try. Good defense there by Noyce. Pass intended for Porter Wood, but did not get there.
There's the rebounding I was talking about.
Yeah.
They had like 3 looks right there.
Yep. Casey Carr defending the inbounds pass from Hogan. It goes to Porter Wood. Wood to a wide open backdoor Kinley Brown, who missed the layup. Rebound Anna Reville. The other way, it's Casey Carr working on Morgan Johnson. Carl put one up. That was her first shot attempt at all, I think, and she missed it.
Yeah, she just was she needed to get her feet set a little more.
Yeah.
Take like half a second to try and shoot that ball instead of kind of whipping around and chucking it up in the air.
Here's Wood inside. Rachel came over to help, and it's going to pick up.
Rachel will pick up her third on that one.
Her third, yeah. You had to. Good job by Teton to recognize, just drive the basket, try to pick up the strategy we had for Jackson, pick up fouls in the paint, looks like it's Teton's strategy too.
Yeah.
As Wood went right to the rack and figured, I'm either going to score or I'm going to get 15 that foul me.
Yep. There's 6 seconds left
Anna
in
Reville,
third. So
not a lot of time here.
Noyce isn't in too much foul trouble at 3.
Casey launches one at the buzzer, no good, and that's how we'll end the first 3 quarters of play with the score Teton 43, Jackson 22. We'll be back with the exciting fourth quarter finish right after this. Bronx basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Let's get back to the live action on KZ95. Here's Jake Nichols.
Back to the action. Both teams huddled up at their own benches. And if you're Coach Sean Kuntz of the Teton T-Wolves, you just keep up the pressure. Senior night at home, feeding off the energy and starting to pull away. And Coach Joyce, I don't know what you can tell the girls. It's going to get them back into a 21-point deficit, but we'll see. 43-22. Teton leads it over these Jackson Bronx. Jackson played a close half. The third quarter was a nightmare, and that's the difference in this one so far.
Yep. It was close at half, and now it's, close for Jackson.
Yeah.
But not as close as it was.
Was close. No, it ain't. Porter Wood, nice move on Reville. Now kicks it out to the open man. It's Johnson, and she works it to Kinley Brown. Kinley back to Wood. And now to Kinley Brown. Kinley works it inside to the freshman Porter Wood. She's on the floor. Jump ball along with J.C. Chatham.
Jackson ball. Yep.
Chatham brings it up. Coach Sean Kuntz of Teton's got to be pretty happy with the team. It's fairly young. They only field 2 seniors, and their sophomore backcourt plays with what beautiful Anna Reville. Turnaround, 10-foot jumper splashes the net, 43-24. This is a young T-Wolf team with 2 sophomores in the backcourt and a freshman who we just see right there as Porter misses, though, and the rebound, Audrey Forrest. Audrey checks Coach Joyce, who shouts some instruction. Audrey going right to the hole, trying to pick up the hurt, and she does. Morgan Johnson, the guilty party. She's got a...
Yeah, Audrey is down on the court.
Ooh, Audrey down, and Morgan Johnson doing her best Shaggy impression. It wasn't me, but it was, I think, although you're showing Porter Wood, and boy.
Looks like might have been an ankle. She did look a little wonky. I thought someone might have tripped her, but I think she might have
They're looking
rolled.
high up on the shin.
Yeah, they were holding the ankle earlier. It's either knee or ankle, and both of those are not good.
We'll stay here because I know Mama Forrest is often... Oh, is she over there?
Yes.
Usually she's watching us or at the game. Yeah, she's got to be concerned with Audrey, and I want to see her get up. Come on, Audrey. Yes. Good job from the hometown crowd to cheer on. Audrey's very ginger on that right leg.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's I can't tell if it's quite like her knee is weak or if she hurt her ankle, because I think her being able to walk is semi-walk is not a good thing with the knee injury.
No, that seemed like what do we know? But I'm calling it like a bone bruise shin. I think she took something hard on the shin. I don't think it's structural, and I don't think it's ankle the way she was walking. But I don't know. I would park her though if I'm Coach Joyce, because you got another game.
Yeah, no, she's not
Thursday.
playing
Right. You got Thursday Pinedale, and you got Saturday Evanston. I would sit her down. Here's Bailey Chamberlain to the line to.
Audrey is a tough girl, and if she's down on the court and limping off like that, it's not a good sign.
Yeah.
She will play through about as much as she can.
Okay, good to know. Inside intel again. And Bailey converts both. Good job by Chamberlain for her first 2 of the night. Here's full court pressure here from Jackson. They have to. Tatum stride with the ball now, though. And now to Hogan. And Teton will settle things down. Chasey making Hogan worked for it. Inside pass to Coons off her hands. Bailey Chamberlain steals it away. Doesn't have numbers, though. We'll see what she does. She'll go right to it and up and in. Bailey Chamberlain. 4th points of the night. And it's the Bailey show right now. I love it.
She drove right to the basket.
She did.
Shot over 2 girls that
she was 1-on-2. Here's Porter Wood with an answer. No good.
She doesn't have the quite the height to be able to make that most days, but she made that one. I wonder if Audrey being down kind of lit a fire under this team, for lack of better words.
Maybe, something like that could cause the girls to rally around an injury. Here's J.C. Chatham, double teamed and on the floor, and Tatum Strite reaches in, gets the tie up, and that'll be Teton ball. 43-28, 6:20 to go in the 4th. Hogan will inbounds, and seems to be Jackson player on everybody, but they do get it inbounds to Coons. Goes right by Anna Reville, but can't get it to go. Anna with a rebound to Chamberlain. Bailey, just do it yourself. You're hot now. Chamberlain across the line. Her pass to J.C. Chatham with Hogan on her. Top of the key to Carr. Open look. She'll take it. The 3 is no good. Rebound Hogan. And now, who is that who hit the deck? Kinley? Yeah, it's Brown.
Call a travel on that one. They are looking at Audrey's foot ankle area down there.
Well, Marie,
she has her shoes off.
I am never going to second guess you anymore, Kane. There's Noyce in the lane and just bothered by everyone. Double team, could not even get the shot off. And the way the refs are letting her go, she's not picking up fouls. Anna Reville down.
She twisted her ankle.
Oh, boy.
From what I saw.
Yeah.
We'll see when, she's standing on her knees, so it,
oh, boy.
Well, she's
saying she's okay, but you got to go get her.
She looks sort of okay, but, I've been there. I did break my foot and could walk around on it, so you just never know.
Right. Yeah, you got adrenaline. You can move around on a foot, and you feel it weeks later, and that's a long one to heal if it's foot issue. But Anna Reville does check out. Hardiman in for her. Kinley Brown now.
Just kind of walking it off, I think, which...
Here's Porter Wood with Gracie Hardiman on her. Porter, a lot of points for a freshman. Gets it to Kinley Brown. Back to Porter. They play pitch and catch. Wood back to Brown. Brown will try a long 3. Rattles in. And it's 46-28. Teton keeps pushing their lead with just over 5 minutes to go in the 4th. J.C. Chatham working on Hogan. Those two have been paired up all night. Good pick from Carr. Now inside to Noyce, who tries to bulldoze her way through 3 defenders.
Yeah, they are not letting her get any shots anymore.
When Noyce gets her hands on it, I guess everybody's there. It's defense by committee.
Yep.
And pick a player who's might have picked up a foul. There could have been any one of them, and they're going to say Porter Wood, although that's been up there on the board for a while now. I guess Wood. Bailey Chamberlain inbounds to Hardiman. Hardiman working on Coons. Wide open is Carr. Now inside to Noyce, and she puts a nice move. Shot won't go. Gets her own rebound. That one won't fall either, but she gets the foul, and I think that's on Zog. It is.
Yep, and that'll send her to line. She's 0-2 from the line tonight.
That's not
But, she's going to need to change that, especially tonight if they're going to plan on doing what I was going to plan on doing.
Rachel, this is the best looking shot you're going to get. The way it's been down low is every shot she gets, even though it's from only 4 feet away, has been with players draped all over. So learn to make these when nobody's defending you. 46-28. She missed the first. Noyce's second is in. And it's 46-29. 4:50 to go in the 4th. Here comes Hogan. Oh, lost the handle momentarily. Finds it to Strite to Brown. Shit'll settle things down. Back over to Hogan with Hardiman on her. Far elbow. Grace, nice move to the hole. And I thought she might have traveled or done something bad, but they're going to call it Jackson.
Yep.
Gracie Hardiman picks up her second.
Yep. Which is not bad for Gracie. She usually pulls a few more fouls than that by now.
Inbounds past Kinley Brown, and that was too easy. Brown just wide open.
Seems like they might have been expecting more of a lob, so they were defending the backside of her.
That bounce pass, inbounds pass is often tricky,
Yeah.
Chatham lost the handle, stole it away. Here comes Grace Hogan the other way. Carr on her, though, will contest it. Good job by Casey Carr. Rebound Brown. That won't go, but Bailey, I think,
They'll call either Bailey or JC. They'll call Bailey on that one. They both got a piece of the arm, so,
Yeah.
Coin toss of which one they were going to call it on.
Chamberlain's second. She wants to keep her track record of fouling out before the final whistle.
Yeah, and she's been doing a pretty good
buzzer.
job.
Kinley, pretty automatic from the line. She makes the first. Referee says you're okay to bring in a player, but nobody coming in for Teton. Kinley will try the second. That means they want to come in and get Brown, I guess. Rebound Hardiman as Brown misses that. Gracie, pressure falls back now with 4:10 to go in the fourth. Jackson down by 20. Casey Carr working on Grace Zog. Picked up by Brown. Loose ball. And that's...
It'll be a Jackson ball on the jump ball.
Noyce and...
Which is good. But you can tell every time
Coons.
they try and get that down there to Rachel, there's like all of the defenders are down there.
A lot of T-Wolves. They come flocking. Yeah. Inbounds pass intended for Hardiman. Never got there. Here comes Grace Zog the other way. Zog will do it all herself. Up and in. The junior, the 5'10". I got her at 5'10". She's not 5'10". I don't think. At any rate, she converts there. 51-29. Teton lead. Bailey Chamberlain out to Chatham. Stolen away by Grace Hogan, and she runs into her own cheering section. And it'll be Jackson ball. Casey Carr will inbounds.
Caroline back in the game.
All right, she gets this inbounds pass in the backcourt. Caroline brings it up with Tatum Stripe picking her up at the top of the key. Now to J.C. Chatham. To Carr. Carr working on Zog.
There was a back door there from Caroline
Chatham,
that would have been, she was wide open under the basket. That would have been a good pass if they could have looked down there in time.
Well, you're right. I like the movement and the idea that you keep presenting yourself along that baseline. Zigzag, keep doing it. And, you know, through practice, you start to learn when it's there if you're the ball handler.
JC's a 75% free throw shooter.
Boy, she improved that over the offseason. We'll give her props. JC was in the 30 percentile last year.
Wow.
I mean, I felt bad for the ball when she was shooting free throws last year.
Oh, boy.
Well, the way the bricks went up, I thought she was going to hurt the backboard maybe, but she has worked on it and a much better free throw shooter. JC's got the first. Her second is good as well. I love it.
Yeah, I think with the whole backdoor situation for Jackson, if they could kind of design a play where Rachel backdoors and gets it down there, that would leave her pretty open. That's for sure. Audrey also, because Audrey, they'll want to heavy defend her out on that three-point line because she'll shoot it from there too.
Yes.
So then she cut backwards, assuming she's not hurt.
Our first look at Cece Martinez, the sophomore, 5'11", has good size. Something happened away from the ball. A foul on Noyce, her fourth, and that was far away from the ball. Now underneath, wide open conversion there from number 10. I don't know who that is. Don't have that on my sheet.
Never good when you don't know who's playing in these games.
Yeah.
She seems to be a freshman from what I can hear from the student section.
That could be. Here's Hardiman underneath. Left-handed layer won't go. Rebound. Ooh, Hardiman put a shoulder to the freshman 10.
Oh,
bounced right off her. She's okay. 53-31 Teton lead. And Sean Coons starting to go through the bench here. Here is that freshman setter. Shot no good. Noyce is going to let it go out of bounds unless she touched it. Oh, boy, that was close. Rachel
it really looked like from up here that she touched it.
She was in between, like, do I play it? Do I let it go? And, yeah, she got away with that. And, Coons now emptying the bench for his team as he's got a comfortable 22-point lead. And now a timeout. We'll stay here. No, it's a long one. We'll go. You're listening and watching Jackson Hole Bronx basketball in the home of the Bronx, Jackson Hole Radio.
At High Country Linens Paper and Cleaning Supply Outlet, we've got you covered. We have cleaning supplies for all your needs, like Bona hardwood floor cleaner, brooms and mops, dusters and buffers, Swiffers and brushes, scrubbers and squeegees for every job. Murphy Oil, Orange Oil, and Pledge for your home or office. Products from the Clean Environment Company, Envirox, and bathroom cleaners from the Natural House for the safe environmental solution. For dishwashers to laundry, Cascade and Jet Dry, Dawn and Joy, Tide, Arm & Hammer, Shout, Clorox, and Bounce. And get the window cleaning tools the pros use. Spray bottles, extended washers, buckets, and squeegees for the cleanest windows. Browse products at highcountrylinen.com or call 739-1311. 739-1311, or drop in at High Country Linen's Paper and Cleaning Supply Outlet, 335 North Glenwood Street, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and don't forget, we deliver.
Here's your voice of the Jackson Bronx, Jake Nichols on KZ95.
Back to the action, Jackson basketball. They trail big here, and Rachel Noyce underneath gets pushed by Porter Wood, I believe, and Porter going to pick up her fourth in a hurry, the freshman.
Yep. Rachel's 1 for 4 from the line tonight.
Well, for cheering section
they are not making anything easy
hard
on these free
Rachel
throws.
now. 2:32 to go in regulation. Zog checks back in for Kinley Brown. That might be the end of her night. Gets a good hug from Coach Coons and smattering of applause from the hometown fans who noticed that their stud is taking a rest. Noyce converts the second one, 53-32. Zog looking at full court pressure here. Gets it into the freshman 10. Works her way around Caroline Forrest. Now a double team trap. Trouble for the freshman, and she coughs it up. But does manage to pull the jump ball.
Which will be a Teton's jump ball on that one.
Good work by freshman 10. Apologize, I don't know who that is. Kaya Richardson, the junior, checks in for Tatum Strite. So it's an all underclassmen team or an all bench team in there now for Teton as they got a comfortable lead. Good steal by Rachel Noyce, but hands it right back to Porter Wood. Cross court, here comes Kaya Richardson.
Rachel's getting a little bit aggressive, which is a good thing, but not when you have 4 fouls.
10 hucks it, Zog with a rebound. Her putback, no good, out of bounds. And
blocked by Casey Carr.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how bad of a rebound that was. I thought somebody got a hand on it. Casey?
Nope. Yep, Casey got a hand on it.
Okay. 2:09 to go. Teton running with this one. Jackson, that might be 5 seconds unless Coach Coons called a time, and he did.
He called time on that one.
We'll stay here. 2:09 to go, and it's been all Teton since the second half. They just came out in the third and took charge, and they did it by shooting. For Coach Joyce, this was a game we knew would be harder to win. It's tough to beat a team twice in a season. It's tough to beat a team on the road, tougher to beat them on the road, and senior night. And then you're doing it without your leading scorer, Carson Breeding. If you joined us late, Marie Kane gave us the heads up that Carson is no longer with the program. She's going to transfer to a Montana high school to play volleyball. So that leaves a big hole in the Jackson Lady Bronx lineup.
Yep.
And then you got a team that's just fighting their confidence right now on a 5-game skid. Inbounds pass from Teton here is Richardson looking for someone, finds Wood out top of the key. Noyce right on her.
Yep.
Now Rachel gets screened off. The ball into Richardson. She drives and never really got there. Somebody got a piece of
It'll be
Kaya.
JC. Yeah, okay. I was making sure she was still in the game.
Chatham's got a few to give. I think that's only her first.
It's her first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Richardson to the line. The junior eyes this one and rattles in and out.
Good foul from JC so far.
17 fouls for the hometowners, and Jackson's got 8. Foul's not going to be issue from here on out. It'll just be Jackson trying to finish strong and work on a few things. Noyce with the rebound as Richardson missed them both. J.C. Chatham with the ball now, under 2 to go. J.C. working on Kaya Richardson. Gets a pick from Carr, but picking her right up is Zog. Now back to Carr. Good pick and roll underneath Noyce.
Rachel's
wide open.
You don't see that very often.
Noyce cannot convert as Martinez came over to cause a little trouble. Now loose ball, scrambling. It's Wood. Tried to feed it to Martinez, but Hardiman got in the way. Now nobody wants the ball. It's like dynamite.
Uh-oh, we got Casey looks a little... She was holding her arm a bit, but I think she might be okay.
And Kaya Richardson got freight trained by Noyce, who picks up her
fifth.
That'll do it for her,
out,
and nobody seems to notice that it's her fifth.
Well, they're going to the line, so she'll have a sub come in.
Yep.
Now, Joyce is looking at her bench, trying to see who she can put in, with Audrey and Anna both being a little weary on their ankles.
True, that's right. We've had 2 Lady Broncs feeling some injuries. Anna was hurt earlier, so was Audrey. We don't expect to see Audrey again, and maybe not Anna.
We will not see Audrey again. She's icing, it looks like.
All right. Richardson to the line. She hits the first. She missed her last 2, but nails that one. And it's 54-32, a 22-point lead. That's been the biggest bulge for the Lady T-Wolves so far tonight. Buck and a half to go in the fourth here. Second from Richardson, splashes the net. And a 13-point advantage for the home team. And by the way, it's just the one-off tonight, obviously, just the girls. We'll be on the air tomorrow, same time, same place, different teams. Different genders, anyway. Turnover there. Here comes the freshman 10. She walked as she could not anchor down that pivot foot. Bailey Chamberlain will inbounds. 1:11 to go, and the refs say, hold on. As Reville will check back in.
Well, that's good.
Is it Revel or Reville? I can't call her Reville.
I think it's Revel.
Revel? All right.
Reville.
I'll try to remember it, but it won't be easy. Chatham with the ball to Bailey Chamberlain. Chamberlain to Casey Carr's got a pick from Chasey, but now inside of Bailey. That's not where she wants to live, but Bailey Chamberlain.
That's her second from down there.
Well, that big
and she'll pick up the foul, and she's 2 for 2 from the line tonight.
It's a power forward move.
Yeah.
I like it. Bailey Chamberlain, her
she's
highest
tough.
scoring output.
She can do it.
55 seconds, and Maria, I want you to get ready to get down to go, Coach Joyce. I don't want her to run away. Teton with the ball, 50 seconds to go, and cheering section for 0-0. I think that's Brooke Tibbetts, the junior. She gets knocked down. Bailey Chamberlain will help her back up. 42 seconds to play. It's a 20-point game, 55-35, and it's Tibbetts to the line, the junior, the 5'6" junior. Does not see a lot of playing time, and boy, the pep squad over there loves her. She's got it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting with the crowd that they have going tonight, what the guys' game will be like tomorrow, because those always seem to pull.
This place will be jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tibbetts second, misses, fails to draw iron out of bounds. Jackson ball. Caroline Forrest will inbounds. Jackson down big here and trying to just represent. Look at pressure here from Teton. The pass out of bounds. They cause the turnover, intended for Carr. And the pass just off the mark from Caroline. Carr had no chance to get it. Kaya Richardson now for Teton. Looking for the freshman 10. She's got it. Top of the key now to Tibbetts. Works it into Martinez. CC in the lane. Nice power move by the sophomore CC Martinez. And it's 58-35. 25 seconds. Wide open underneath is Caroline. With a pass from Chamberlain over her head. That fails to connect. And now Teton ball. It's Kaya Richardson with full court press here from Casey Carr. Richardson looking, works it into the freshman 10, back to Richardson. Turnover, and Bailey Chamberlain's there to scoop up the loose change. No good. Rebound Carr, that's no good. Carr with another rebound to J.C. Chatham. She can't convert. Anna Revel with a basketball, and what is that whistle? I thought it was going to be a reach over by Martinez. Travel. They say Anna took too many steps. So with 10 seconds, Jackson showing strong on the boards, but can't get any of the shots to fall. Inbounds pass to Richardson. Kaya loses the handle. Whistle. Chamberlain is going to pick up her third.
Yeah, I mean, in this scenario, you might as well just let the clock run on that one.
Yeah. I mean, these bench players for Teton want to see some action.
Yep.
But, yeah, if you're the hometown team, you just sit on this. But they want to play. Kaya converts, and it's 59-35. This final score is going to look a little ugly for the Lady Bronx. And Jackson right now, boy, it's starting to become an identity. They've scored 31, 32, 35 over the last 3 games. That's not a lot of points. What are they talking over here? Kinley Brown is going to check in for one last, I don't know why or what that's about.
Maybe because it's senior night. Maybe she's bleeding.
She might be, yeah. The ref pointed at his face.
She probably has a nosebleed because you're not allowed to play
might have been
on the court.
Last second shot here for Caroline Forrest, and that won't go, and that's kind of how the night has been for Jackson. As Jackson did the right thing, Lady Bronx, they found Caroline Forrest wide under the basket, and she just failed to convert the easy layup. It's been that kind of night for Jackson, just nothing falling for them. And Teton shooting pretty well on average, really, for the T-Wolves. The final here, 60-35. Teton defeats Jackson. We'll be right back with Marie Kane's sideline report with a post-game interview with Coach Andrea Joyce right after this. You're listening and watching Jackson Bronx basketball on Jackson Hole Radio.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, providing unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to c21jh.com to view their listings, email team@c21jh.com, or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Dawson Smith, Julie Force Pointner, Caitlin King, or Mike Nantes. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
All right, we're ready to go. We're going to turn things over courtside to Marie Kane. She's with Coach Joyce. And we're just trying to get a line of sight.
Jackson Hole Radio, I'm Marie Kane here with the varsity coach of the Lady Bronx following a loss to Teton. Coach, what would you say was the biggest factor that contributed to the loss?
Oh, they shot lights out. I mean, I think they had 9 threes. We just don't have an answer for that. I mean, we played them tight, and we were in their face on most of the shots. They just made them. First game, they didn't make them. So, I mean, that's the difference right there. What is that? That's 18 points. I mean, we gotta find a way to answer those when they score. So,
yeah, that's for sure. What are you guys gonna work on going into this Pinedale game on Thursday?
The press. We gotta break the press. They play a totally different style of basketball. They have a really great diamond press. It's very relaxed, but still really good. We had a lot of turnovers the first time, so tomorrow we have one day to get ready. That's what the whole practice is going over that, and then, the chips will fall where they may. I don't know. We're going to try our best. So.
Thank you, Coach. For Jackson Hole Radio, I'm Marie Kane. Back to you, Jake.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Coach Joyce. Yeah, you heard Coach Joyce point out Teton shot at lights out. I thought, they didn't hit everything. There were times when Teton shot it kind of cold, especially to begin the game, and then they found a rhythm. But certainly when you were able to hit threes, and you're able to do it with a variety of weapons, which include Morgan Johnson, Grace Hogan, Tatum Strike, Kinley Brown. They're all going to knock down threes. Any one of those 4, you just find out who's hot, who's not, and then the points start piling up when you can shoot threes, and Jackson Bronx just have no answer for a team that can shoot threes. They just don't, and that makes it tough. So waiting for Marie Kay to make her way back up here as we try to wrap up the post game and take a look at the final stats. We'll be back one more time. We'll look at the post game stats, and we'll pick a Century 21 Relentless Athlete of the game. We'll be right back on Jackson Hole Radio, home of Bronx basketball.
At High Country Linen Service, we know that first impressions begin at your front door. More than 80% of the dust, dirt, and grime in buildings is tracked in from the outside. Entry mats eliminate most of that dirt before it gets into your building. For your cleaner and safer workspace, rental mats from High Country Linen Service are a must, and we've got you covered. Clean mats every week at all high traffic areas, front and back doors, customer counters, kitchen entries, laundered and delivered to your floors. We're committed to clean energy for clean linen. Freshly laundered and sanitized premium quality linens, towels, aprons, and uniforms. Laundered and finished with cutting-edge energy-efficient technology. Good for the planet and good for your business. High Country Linen Service, delivering dependability and premium quality since 1931. Call 733-2638, 733-2638, or stop in at High Country Linen Service on North Glenwood.
Well, yikes, yuck, any other words that begin with Y?
Yeah. That was a tough one for sure.
Well, you heard Coach Joyce say she thought it was the Teton shooting. Certainly it was. I don't know that if everything they shot fell. They missed some.
Yep.
The door was open, especially to begin the game. But, yeah, when you've got 4 different players on the T-Wolves that can shoot the three, it's tough to get back in it.
Yeah, and she mentioned not having an answer, which I think is a big factor in this team because they really don't, especially with Audrey on the bench. She's pretty much their only player that can even attempt to make threes.
Yeah, you're not going to outscore teams if you're the Lady Bronx. You got to play good D, manage the game, slow the game down. It just didn't come to them tonight like it did last month against Teton. And then Coach Joyce mentioned that diamond three, that press, which we noted that Teton come out with just the one guy. Usually it was Grace Hogan, just one, but the one created a little bit of pressure, and then they sunk back with 3, like the 1-3-1, and it made that second pass. Once you inbounds, that second pass then was the crucial one, and that seemed to give Jackson a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I think their only issue with that press that they were running is that it leaves 2 girls open under the basket. So if they can get it down there, you're outnumbered.
And there was some of that too. Boy, if there was a way to beat the Bronx, the Lady T-Wolves found it. Yeah, whether it was the 2-on-1 down low or the 3, they found ways to score tonight, that's for sure. Tough one for Jackson Lady Bronx. With this loss, the team falls to 2-7 on the season now. With that 6-game losing streak, with a win, the Teton Timberwolves improved to 12-8 overall on a 2-game winning streak. And this team's ranked number 2 in the 3A Mountain Rivers over in Idaho. They're legit. Wow. They're a good team.
Yeah.
Really good team. But, yeah, a tough one and not a lot of time to turn around and get ready for Pinedale. What do you got for final stats as we wrap things up, Marie?
Well, for Jackson, we got the leading scorers, Rachel Noyce with 14. Following behind her, we have Bailey Chamberlain with 6. And then behind her, we got Anna Revel and Gracie Hardiman, both with 4. And then Audrey, Caroline, and JC all have 2.
All right, we're looking for a relentless athlete of the game from Century 21. When you need a relentless real estate agent on your side, it better be somebody from Century 21. C21JH.com. Relentless athlete of the game. We're going to do the 3, 2, 1 countdown.
All right.
Should I give you any hints, or are we just going to see if we differ? Ready?
Well, I think are we saying Bronx?
It's going to be a Bronx.
Okay.
Because Teton spread it around so well.
Yep. Yeah. I know who I want to be. So let's ready.
Okay, you got your mind made up. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Rachel.
Bailey.
Ooh.
Only because I don't know if we're going to get another game like that out of Bailey. But
yeah, I agree with that.
Although if you're Bailey Chamberlain, we're going to need more games like that out of you, Bailey, because
I think I'll agree with that. Rachel is the obvious, I'll agree with the Bailey on this one. She can be the relentless player because she was the one that was scoring the ball late. All of
Yeah.
her points came later in the game, so she really just pushed through and, fought to the end.
Yeah, but Rachel, I mean, she had the numbers, and so much falls on her shoulders. And
Yeah, she also had 9 rebounds.
oh, okay.
So.
And every point she gets, those are tough ones because there's 2 or 3 T-Wolves on you, as we pointed out.
Yep.
Yikes. Yeah. All right. Well, any way you want to slice it, we'll give it to Rachel or Bailey. That's fine. Sometimes it takes 2 agents to represent you.
Yeah, we'll have relentless players,
Yeah.
Rachel and Bailey.
I like it. Well, we'll do it again tomorrow. What do you think?
I'm ready.
All right. From Teton High School in Driggs, Idaho, tonight's action brought to you by Century 21, Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates, Jackson Lumber, Jackson's original board store, Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend-driven high country linen premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats, Wyoming Department of Transportation, keeping our highways safe, the town square ends of Jackson Hole, including the Antler Inn, Elk Country and Cowboy Village Resort, and 40 Niner Inn and Suites. Whether you joined us on KZ95.live, audio only, or 95.3 KZ terrestrial radio on the FM. I know that's old-fashioned. Maybe that's how you're doing it tonight. Or if you're on the live stream on our YouTube channel, we sure thank you for spending time with us this afternoon. For Marie Kane, I'm Jake Nichols, wishing you and yours good night from Teton. See you again tomorrow.